Namaste. I'm Jyoti. I'm the founder director of Ajanta Vihara Institute of Spiritual Sciences. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, energy therapist, and a spiritual wellness coach. In this video, I want to talk about spiritual wellness. What is spiritual wellness? Now, for that, first, I would like to bring a few definitions that I understand about spirituality or spiritual wellness. When we practice spiritual wellness, we feel very connected to our values, our core values, our beliefs, which come from a very healed space. A lot of us carry a lot of limiting belief system. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about beliefs that come from a very healed space within you. When there is a purpose to your life, when there is meaning to your life, to what you're doing, you find meaning in everything that you do. You are able to connect yourself in a very authentic way, able to hold that space for yourself with a lot of kindness, and you are also able to connect with the world outside, to people outside, in this world, who are able to align themselves to your values and your beliefs. Spiritual wellness is also about choosing to have a very honest life. When I say honest, I don't mean only speaking truth. I mean being honest to everything about yourself, being honest to who you are, who you want to be, being very honest in accepting your fears, your flaws, your strength, what I refer to as emotional SWOT. So one of the things I make my clients do in my spiritual coaching is an emotional SWOT. It's called a spiritual SWOT we do, and it brings out such amazing realizations and facts about oneself, that people are amazed as to what all is hidden inside us, which we don't even explore ever in our life, because we're so caught up in trying to fulfill an image of ourselves which we hold. So spiritual wellness is all about discovering that true self and staying honest to that true self. Before we move ahead to understand spiritual wellness further, I want to burst one myth. And that myth is that spirituality means religion, or spirituality comes only if you are religious. That's not true. I feel spirituality, and that's what I've practiced, and that's my understanding. Spirituality and religion are two separate things. Religion can help you experience spirituality. Religion can become one of the pathways for you to experience spirituality. But spirituality is not another name for religion. It is very important for us to understand what is spirituality, devoid of this limiting, definition that we hold on to. So, many of us feel very connected to religion, and that's okay. As I said, that's one of your pathways. If you feel that, one of the initial steps towards your spirituality is religion, then definitely, connect. But I feel essentially what religion does is it helps us, helps us in connecting with people who are aligned to similar belief system and values, and who are seeking similar kind of purpose and path. Spirituality to me is a process where you undertake this journey of self-discovery by helping yourself transitioning from fear to love. To me, spirituality is a process of moving from fear frequency of your existence to love frequency of your existence. Now, many of us choose to believe that we have overcome our fears, we are, not fearful, and we have sorted life, we are very confident, and irrespective of what challenges come, we can handle it. Let me explain how fear surfaces in our life. If you are having any kind of a physical health condition, even something as simple as constipation, gas buildup, heaviness in your head, frozen shoulders, blood pressure, low or high, sugar, diabetes, then that means that you have fears. If you have any kind of depression, you're not able to sleep, then also you have fears. If you have anxiety and stress and you're aging fast, fears. If you have a lot of anger, fear. If you allow yourself to be bullied by others, fears. You see, fear is all around us, defining us, confining us, making us hold on to limiting belief systems and so much of conditioning within ourselves. Fears stop us from moving out of the comfort zone. So we choose to all our life stay in fear. Our world is driven by fear. Look at the education system. It is always inducing that fear. You need to finish this much to get this, to get a job. If you don't get a job, you're a failure. There are a lot of, I hear so much of negative around me. Talk about anything. Talk about your doctors, talk about your teachers, talk about your family, your parents, talk about yourself. Even you don't have to go that far. There's so much of negativity, and we talk about all these negative things with so much of conviction, and so much of righteousness about it. Where is that coming from? That is coming from fear. So spirituality is this beautiful journey you undertake where you finally are able to connect with your authentic self, where you are able to be very honest to your needs. You're able to define what values you feel are your core values. What are the healthy belief systems that you want to define your life with? You're able to find a purpose for yourself. And each person, I feel, should definitely undertake this journey in a more mindful way, more consciously. Almost all of us, in fact, all of us, subconsciously, unconsciously, are on this journey. But because we do not consciously allow ourselves to process as to what we need at which step of our life, we lose focus. And that is where something like a spiritual wellness program really, really helps. There are many spiritual wellness programs available out there, and some are very good and some are just at a surface level. It depends what your needs are. To me, spiritual wellness program, especially the one that we have designed, focuses onto your 5 koshas, which means the 5 bodies. But the approach is not the approach of Ayurveda or yoga or religion. The approach is, so we've taken these 5 bodies because it helps us in understanding our mental health, our physical health, even our intellectual and spiritual health better when we, try to understand as something very tangible, which is the body. So this is a complete body, but this body is made up of 5 different layers. And it is very important for us to align each of these layers. Now, this physical body is the one that manifests all our blockages that other bodies carry. So if your breath body is carrying any blockage, it will come out as a physical ailment or low stamina, low energy, anemia, or anxiety and stress. If your emotional body is holding on to a lot of unresolved trauma, unprocessed emotion, then also it'll come out as short breath, as asthma, breathing issues, need for some kind of addiction like smoking or vaping and alcohol. And physical body will also show it. It will show in your performance in your office. And if your emotional body is not healthy, then you will not be able to take your decisions properly. You'll be very indecisive or making wrong choices. A lot of choices would come from a need for validation. A lot of choices will happen from a need of attention, a need to please other people. And if that body is going into such an unhealthy space, then there is going to be a sense of loss of purpose, lack of meaning to life, because your bliss body starts to suffer. So it's very important to understand the alignment that we need and how to achieve this alignment between our physical health, our emotional health, our mental health, our spiritual well-being. And that is where I feel a unique program like our spiritual wellness can really help. The reason it also works wonderfully for businesses, institutions, is because I myself have worked in the organizations and corporates, and I've myself have had about 20 years I have spent in mainstream corporates and business organizations and all. And I had no idea at that point how something like this can help. But there was always this need to find something that could give me a sense of purpose and could make me a much better, happy person. And in spite of reaching to a very senior position, I still was seeking and not finding that happiness. So now I understand why it was happening, and that's why my intention is that less and less people experience this burnout that they go through. It's not only the physical burnout, it is also the intellectual, the spiritual, emotional burnout that we go through. And to find that balance between their personal and their professional life, because that's becoming more and more challenging. We are spending more and more time with this definition of I am, which comes more from your professional space than from your personal space. So it is very important to find that balance. How to do that balance is what this spiritual wellness program is going to help you with. And if you are happy, you will not go seeking outside your space, within your organization, within yourself. Even the chair you sit on becomes your happy place, because you become the source of that happiness. In case you want to know more and you want to understand how we can help you, please do drop a message to me. Reach out to us through our mail. Everything is given there in the caption below. And we can get on a Zoom call and discuss, how we can customize our spiritual wellness program based on your needs and requirements. I hope this helps. Looking forward to connect with at least some of you.